Welcome back to Midnight Murmurs, where we bring you original stories to help you drift off to sleep. In today's video, we have a new story that will transport you to a magical world full of wonder and adventure. So sit back, relax, and let the soothing sound of my voice guide you through this enchanting tale. Chapter 1: The Mysterious Map. As the sun began to set on the small village of Millfield, the villagers went about their business, closing up their shops and retiring to their homes for the night. But for young Alex, the day was far from over. Alex had always been fascinated by stories of lost kingdoms and hidden treasures, and his passion for adventure had led him on many wild goose chases in the past. So when he stumbled upon a mysterious map in the attic of his grandfather's house, he knew he had to investigate. The map was old and worn, with strange symbols and markings etched into the parchment. But one thing was clear: it pointed the way to a lost kingdom that was said to be filled with untold riches and secrets. With excitement coursing through his veins, Alex packed a bag with essentials and set out under the cover of darkness. He knew he had to be discreet. The map was far too valuable to risk falling into the wrong hands. As he made his way through the dense forest, Alex couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. The woods were dark and silent, and he couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched. Finally, after what felt like hours of walking, Alex emerged from the forest into a clearing. In the center of the clearing stood an ancient stone archway, covered in vines and moss. Alex approached the archway cautiously, and as he did, he felt a strange energy coursing through his body. It was as if the stones themselves were alive, pulsing with a mysterious power. Taking a deep breath, Alex stepped through the archway and disappeared into a world of mystery and adventure. Chapter 2: The Mysterious Map. As soon as the morning light shone through the window, Sam jumped out of bed, eager to continue their journey. After a quick breakfast, the trio headed out to explore the ancient ruins. They walked for hours, taking in the breathtaking views of the mountains and the lush greenery. The further they walked, the more they discovered hidden ruins that were overgrown with vegetation. They spent hours exploring the ruins, feeling like they had stepped back in time. As they rested near a small waterfall, Sam noticed something peculiar on a nearby tree. It was a piece of parchment paper that had been pinned to the tree with a dagger. Sam pulled it off the tree and unfolded it. It was a map, but not like any map they had ever seen before. The map was old and worn, and it showed a hidden path leading to the lost kingdom. It had strange symbols and markings that they couldn't understand, but it was clear that it was leading them somewhere important. Sam felt a sense of excitement and curiosity wash over him. He knew that this was the key to finding the lost kingdom. With the map in hand, they set off on their journey once again, following the path marked on the map. As they journeyed deeper into the jungle, they encountered many obstacles. They had to cross treacherous rivers, climb steep mountains, and navigate through dense forests. But with the help of the map, they persevered. After several days of intense travel, they finally arrived at their destination. It was a massive stone gateway that towered over them, with intricate carvings and symbols etched into its surface. They knew that this was the entrance to the lost kingdom. Sam couldn't believe his eyes. The kingdom was unlike anything he had ever seen. It was a city of immense beauty, with towering temples, sprawling gardens, and sparkling fountains. It was like a dream come true, and he knew that they had to explore every inch of this incredible place. Excitement bubbled within Sam as he set foot into the Lost Kingdom, eager to discover its secrets and unravel its mysteries. Chapter 3: The Hidden Cave. After traveling for days, the group finally reached the edge of the forest, where they saw a vast mountain range ahead of them. They knew that their journey was about to get even more challenging, but they were determined to find the Lost Kingdom. As they walked towards the mountains, they noticed a small cave entrance hidden behind a large rock. Curious and intrigued, they decided to explore the cave. With their torches in hand, they cautiously entered the dark and eerie passageway. The walls were damp and slimy, and the air was thick with the musty scent of mold. They heard faint whispers and strange noises echoing off the walls, which made them feel uneasy. As they made their way deeper into the cave, they stumbled upon a massive chamber, which was filled with a soft blue light that emanated from a strange crystal in the center of the room. The crystal was shaped like a star and glowed with an otherworldly energy that pulsated with every breath they took. As they approached the crystal, they saw strange symbols etched into the walls around it. They couldn't understand the language, but they sensed that it was ancient and powerful. Suddenly, they heard a deep rumbling sound, and the ground shook beneath their feet. The crystal flickered and flashed, and they felt a surge of energy coursing through their bodies. They quickly realized that they had stumbled upon something significant, and that this crystal might hold the key to unlocking the secrets of the Lost Kingdom. But they also knew that they needed to be careful and that there might be others who were after the crystal's power. Determined to uncover the truth, they decided to take a closer look at the symbols etched on the walls. They spent hours studying the intricate designs and deciphering the mysterious language. With each passing moment, they felt closer to uncovering the secrets of the Lost Kingdom. As the night drew to a close, they decided to rest for a while before continuing their journey. They knew that they had a long way to go, but they felt more determined than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Lost Kingdom. They fell asleep, knowing that they were on the right path and that their journey was far from over. Chapter 4: The Mysterious Library. As they walked deeper into the forest, Emma and Max could feel a chill in the air. The trees seemed to be closing in on them, and the leaves rustled ominously in the wind. Emma looked around nervously, wondering if they were lost. Max, however, seemed completely unfazed. "Don't worry, Emma," he said. "We're on the right track. Trust me." They continued to walk until they came to a clearing. In the center of the clearing was an old, dilapidated building that looked like it hadn't been touched in years. Max walked up to the door and pushed it open, revealing a large, dimly lit room filled with dusty shelves of books. Emma followed Max inside, feeling a sense of wonder and excitement. She had always loved books, and the sight of so many old, mysterious volumes was thrilling to her. Max walked up to one of the shelves and pulled out a large, leather-bound book. "This is it," he said, handing the book to Emma. Emma looked at the cover of the book, which had strange symbols and markings on it that she couldn't decipher. She opened the book and began to read, her heart racing with anticipation. As she read, she realized that the book was written in a language she had never seen before. She turned to Max, confused. "I can't read this," she said. Max grinned. "Don't worry, Emma. I've got this." He walked over to another shelf and pulled out a small, silver device. He pressed a button on the device, and a beam of light shot out, illuminating the pages of the book. As if by magic, the words on the page began to shift and transform, rearranging themselves into English. Emma gasped in amazement. "How did you do that?" she asked. Max shrugged. "It's a translation device. I picked it up on one of my travels." They spent hours in the library, poring over ancient tomes and dusty volumes, searching for clues that might lead them to the Lost Kingdom. Emma was fascinated by the knowledge contained within the books, and Max seemed to have a wealth of knowledge about the subjects they were studying. As the night wore on, they grew tired and hungry. Max suggested they take a break and find something to eat. Emma reluctantly agreed, feeling like they were getting closer to solving the mystery of the Lost Kingdom. Little did she know, their journey was just beginning. Chapter 5: The Rediscovery of the Lost Kingdom. As the group approached the Lost Kingdom, they couldn't believe their eyes. The ancient city was still standing after all these centuries, and it was magnificent. As they walked through the ruins, they saw how time had taken its toll on the buildings. The once beautiful structures were now crumbling, and nature had started to take over. But despite this, there was still a sense of grandeur to the place. They walked through the city, taking in the sights and sounds around them. They were amazed by the intricate carvings on the walls, the massive columns that held up the buildings, and the massive temples that had once been used for worship. As they continued their journey, they came across a large, ornate door. It was the only one of its kind in the entire city, and it looked like it had been sealed shut for centuries. The group hesitated for a moment, unsure of what to do, but then they decided to try to open it. With a lot of effort, they managed to push the door open, and they were greeted with an incredible sight. There, before them, was a vast chamber filled with ancient artifacts and treasures. They couldn't believe their eyes. But as they started to explore the room, they realized that they were not alone. There were other people there, too, and they did not look friendly. The group knew that they had to be careful, so they kept their distance and tried to avoid any conflict. Despite the danger, the group managed to find some incredible treasures in the chamber. They found golden statues, ancient books, and even a crown that was said to have belonged to the last king of the Lost Kingdom. With their bags filled with treasures, the group knew that it was time to leave. They were sad to leave such a magnificent place, but they knew that they had to go before things turned dangerous. As they walked out of the city, they looked back at the Lost Kingdom and felt a sense of awe and respect for the people who had built it so many centuries ago. They knew that they had been a part of something truly special, and they would never forget their journey through time and mystery. Thank you for joining me on this adventure through time and mystery in the Lost Kingdom. I hope this story has captured your imagination and transported you to another world. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, Midnight Murmurs, for more original stories to help you escape into your dreams. Until next time, sweet dreams.